Hi guys, it's Barbara with Lady Libra Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Let's get into this for Libra. Libra, you may be arguing and fighting with your partner. This is about some deception. You're discontent with some deception. Your person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like you feel like that there's deception and you're unhappy with your partner. Something about holding back from an opportunity. This is like you're having sleepless nights working on like trying to reconcile something. Trying to reconcile, wishing for the truth. You're arguing and fighting about something that you feel like they're lying to you about. I feel like your person's in mastering their emotions because they know they've made a mistake, and they're at a crossroads about reconciling and coming out of the cold. So here's the thing: you may have called them out on something and they didn't like it, but they know that there was a past mistake here. They made a mistake, and now they're at a crossroads. Should they reconcile and try to come out in the cold? Should they fix this? Should they be honest with you about this? They should be, but I feel like you're very trapped in your head. You want to take that leap and have a new beginning of this relationship. You wanting things to work out. You're trying to get things to move forward, but you do feel betrayed. Now, the Emperor energy, he's in a lower vibration than you are. He's in the King of Wands energy. I feel like you want to move past this betrayal. Now, I feel like that this has happened again in the past. I feel like he regrets waiting. What's he regret waiting for? He sees that there's been a tower. Yeah. So, see, he sees that it has to do with the past. And you're obsessed with this tower. Obsessed with this tower moment. So I feel like there's something specific that happened in the past that has you stuck. This is what is the vein of the argument between the two of you. But I feel the problem here is that your person hasn't been honest with you, Libra, about this specific time period, and you haven't let it go because you feel like they haven't been honest with you, right? So he's aware. He sees that you're obsessed with this past. He knows, and why he's holding on to it and not giving you the information that you should have. Now, you're heartbroken over this relationship because you want to be with this person, but this person's in and out. In and out. You're heartbroken over this. Your wish fulfillment is to get some clarity on a choice. Now, is there another person in the mix? Was there another person in the mix? I feel like this person denies all of this. That's the problem. You can't deny that there's a choice here. When the Lover's card comes up, you know that there's a choice between two. Somebody's very self-absorbed because it's about their wish fulfillment, right? But the problem here is this person, now this is wishing for clarity. Your wish fulfillment is to have clarity. But it's also about this person's wish fulfillment to be in and out, which tells me that they're non-committal. And is that the choice to be single, or is this a choice to be in a relationship, or is this a choice between two people that he runs from back and forth to? Regardless, there's a burden. You feel manipulated. You feel like the burden is that this person manipulates you and you want to walk away and you want justice. Here's the problem, Libra. If you feel like there's a burden and you feel manipulated and you want to walk away, then walk away. Walk away from this, because if it's the right person, but it's the wrong timing, this person still has to level up 2 levels before you're going to be on the same page, because you're in the Empress mode and they're in the King of Wands mode. Still not on the same page. You can't get what you want out of that scenario. You have to be evenly yoked. You have to be the emperor to the empress. Okay? You want justice and a victory. It's not time for that. It's not time for that. This person isn't going to come clean until divine timing's at play, right? When things are meant to happen. I feel like you feel like that this person's either hiding something. Libra, you feel like they're hiding something, and you're communicating that you're done. You're done with that death card ending. I feel like the problem is under the bottom of the deck, you have somebody manifesting an attack to close a cycle. And in this, like, needing strength, Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about this. High Priestess energy. I feel like you're caught between a rock and a hard spot, because this person's manifesting an attack to close the cycle. They're needing the strength to try to close the cycle. They can't close. Understand that even if this third party is trying to interfere in this relationship and they're manifesting an attack to try to close the cycle, it's like saying that they're stronger than God. Okay? It's not happening. It's not going to happen. This cycle, the only cycle that's going to end where this third party is concerned is them and their actions here, right? Because they're going to end up failing miserably. So, at the end of the day, you're in the mindset of it needs to end. But the problem, you got a couple things happening here, Libra. One, it's not time for this to come together because he's not leveled up to the level he needs to be. Secondly, you're tired of waiting for him to give you the information that you're seeking, and you're frustrated because you want this yesterday, but it's not time for this yet. Again. And then thirdly, you have a karmic who thinks that they've cornered the market on strength to close a karmic cycle, which the only cycle they're going to close is the one involving themselves, right? So just know, Emperor energy, here you go. You will eventually be on the same page. There will be the back and forth you need after the drama. After the drama. So master your emotions. It's time to rebuild, right? It'll happen when it's meant to happen, guys. It will happen when it's meant to happen. Give me all 12 signs for Libra. You're dealing with an Aries. You're back and forth on whether or not you want to be with this person. If you're dealing with a Taurus, you feel breadcrumbed and this person's like in and out. You feel like they're breadcrumbing you and they're in and out. If you're dealing with a Gemini, waiting for the burden. You're dealing with a Cancer. Your wish fulfillment is a new passionate beginning. You're dealing with a Leo. Be patient with somebody from the past. You're dealing with a Virgo. You may be arguing with the Emperor. You're dealing with another Libra. You're discontent about the Tower. It's like you're having a fit. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there's an ending and a closing of a cycle. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the pre-empress, you finally see, or you have your eye on something, or somebody could be watching you, pre-empress energy. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, there's communication about healing a situation. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, you're at a crossroads about should you resist the situation. And if you're dealing with if you're dealing with a Pisces, you may be walking away from an Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.